taka mynd.
Vern will be out in a few minutes. He's on the phone. The face also goes down and so it frowns. Oh. So when there's from the inside there's a rope or chain that lets it down. So when there's a tragedy of some sort, then we let it frown. And the last time it frowned was Vern's mother passed away, about 2.5 years ago. So, and it frowned. It could be what, 20 years, 30 years shingles?
These shingles are supposed to last 30 years.
They said in Iceland they would just blow away.
I think so.
You think they would?
Yeah, we are talking about the roofs that you have here. This is typical Iceland roof.
Well, you have a lot of tin roof, huh?
Oh yeah. How many live there? It's a condominium there.
I don't know, but they're all the wrong kind. They're sparrows, and I really wanted
Oh.
martins, but the martins won't move in. I thought you were pointing at the semi that went past. They had bones from the rendering, or going to the rendering works.
I don't know what these guys are looking for over here.
That's a 4-story
Worms or
bird
bugs?
house.
Or weeds.
What do you have to say for yourself? Too much noise from the lawnmower.
Oh yeah.
Take an interview with you. You lived here how long?
I've lived in this street for 67, going on 68, but I've lived 10 years in one house and the rest of it up in this house.
You how old?
I am now 97 years old. My birthday was the 13th of April.
You're Elaine's mom, right?
Yeah.
You're Craig's grandma.
That's right.
Came from Sweden. You moved here, were you born here or?
Oh, I was born up in Moose Lake, Minnesota. It was my mother and my dad that came from Sweden.
Both Swedish.
Yeah.
From which part of Sweden?
The northern part that's near, if you know where, Rovaniemi Ragunda.
Oh.
Sweden.
The
It's
what?
way up near Norway.
The Norway border, huh?
Yeah, it's way up. And there's relatives living up there. Margie has been there and visited. She says there's a lot of older people up there. And they're all, they don't have osteoporosis, you know, some old people get like this. Well, I'm not humped over.
No. You still speak some Swedish, because
Yes, when I started school, I couldn't talk any English. I said to the teacher, beside you, what do you say? So, my mom and dad, my dad taught me. And when they, but I think about my dad must have had some pride. My mother too. She was only 3 years old when she came to this country, but he was about 25. And they never taught any Swedish at home afterwards. They started school. My dad would take him the Swedish paper, he got an English paper. Even when his brother lived next door, he was Swedish too, 2 years older. When they got together, they sat and talked English. And they were both of them. So they had a lot of drive and a lot of force with it. So read the English paper after a while, talking all the time. I never had my dad talk Swedish to me after that.
yeah.
But there's some people now that come from another country, they don't even try to learn to talk English.
A lot of noise. noise here.
Did you ask about flies?
I said there's a lot of noise here.
Noise?
A lot of noise. Planes, crack, mowing the lawn, and yeah. What did your father? He was a farmer.
Yes, they bought a piece of property. That was one way that they did.
Is any of your relation a baker up north? Has a bakery? No?
That has a bakery someplace.
Yeah.
By the name of Wicklow?
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking. I met some baker back here when I was 20 years ago. I went to meet this guy who was a baker. He had a bakery.
Oh, I don't
No,
know.
it's not your relation then. No, I'm confusing it.
My name before I was married was Wicklow.
Wickland.
Yeah. And my grandmother, that's my mother's name, was Wyburn. There, her name was Wyburn. She married a Wicklow, and a Wicklow, and I married a Wyland. So I couldn't get away from the W's.
No.
I'd rather glad I got that instead of Anderson or Johnson or something.
Yeah.
It is kind of fun when you think of it. They made a law sometime in Swedish and Norway, and I don't know everyone else. They used to name, if they had a son and your name was Carl, you got a son, you called him Carlson.
Yeah, that's the name we have in
They
Iceland.
got so many names of Johnsons and,
That's in Iceland.
huh?
That's in Iceland. We do it like that.
Yeah, but they made a law that you had to quit that, so that's why you have so many names. They took the names off and they called it Sandstrom, means sand in the stream. Sandstrom, I know some people up there. And the same with the name Wicklow now, means a bite on the water and a bag on the, or land. They had so many streams and trees and stuff, they took names out. That's why you had also, you look at the telephone program, you get a kick out of some of the names.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of, like, Bergstrom. That is a mountain bird. It's a stream. So that's how they got all this name. You know that?
Have you ever been back to Sweden since you came here, or since you were born? Have you
I
ever?
never got
You never gotten to Sweden. Well, I can tell you this much, that we lived in south of Sweden and we traveled all around Sweden
Yeah.
and Norway, and Minnesota is just like home. It's like Sweden. You know, when you drive down south here and
Yeah.
over to Dakota,
That's how
the
they
same
came
country as in southern Sweden.
here. Well, they used to come, you know, up on the east shore of the United States, and then come up the river.
Yeah?
And come up to Lake Superior. That's why Minnesota is so much like Sweden. That's why they like it here. Say the kids won't get too sunburned from like
You got sun oil to put on them.
No, no, this is okay for some time.
How long have you been here now? Just
We've been here one week.
What's the matter?
Well, she's on inside.
Oh, they don't all bite you or anything.
Harjoittelemme tässä.
You don't have to be afraid of them. That don't hurt. He does it just turning. He don't do it. He does that. That's the way he cuts it every week. But
Yeah.
I can't get over how tall your kids are for their age.
He's 7.
7.
7.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Starta över framan honom, lägg henne själv på stå.
Of your size.
Boy,
No.
he's a big 7.
Oh yeah,
He's gonna become a basketball player.
Ah.
He is a basketball
I
player.
bet he's going to be 6'6". But they're tall.
How it's included.
She's about 6 feet tall, 5'10", 5'11", guess around that,
You're 5'10" or 5'11"?
or more, maybe 5'11".
I'm 5'3.5". The That's what I've always been. I've only lost a half an inch. I think maybe they measured me wrong.
Sér Helgi Hólum, hann var sko 2 tonn.
Marty, have you met Marty, don't you?
Her uncle on her mother's side. His mother brother. He was 6'5", 6'6", something like that. He was over 2 meters. You know that? You know meters? He was over 2 meters.
What does that mean?
1 meter is 3 feet 33 inches, 3.3 feet. So he was 6
My
feet
family,
6.
We have people who are about this much taller than I am.
Yeah.
Taller than I am.
Mama.
Yeah.
Women or men?
Mostly men.
Oh yeah. I think you see more tall people. I really think you see more tall people than natural in Minnesota than a lot of other places.
Ég sé það. Þú sér það að konuna, ekki? Yeah. I think the settlers from Iceland and the Scandinavian countries, they couldn't come closer to their homelands as they did here in Minnesota.
Well, we got
Like the Finnish people, they have 10,000 lakes here, they have prairies, they have prairies, they have woods.
They won't pick the flowers, will they?
No, ekki tína blómin. No, they're just admiring your flowers.
Well, I think they're looking for insects. They're looking for insects, like grasshoppers and ants and something like that. They were looking for insects, like ants and grasshoppers.
Oh, they're looking for insects.
Pappi, alltaf finnst ég gaman fólk. Það alltaf með gleru.
Is your mother and dad near your place?
Yeah, they're about 15 minutes drive.
You got brothers and sisters and all that family?
Yeah.
It's good. Some people don't have any family. I got a good family. They all my family. Once it gets warm, there's nothing this one to play with. This is it. This is it.
Pappi, hann heima alinn.
There.
Hann heima alinn.
My daughter is asking if you live here alone.
If I'm alone,
You live here alone?
yeah, well, I had some, I didn't used to be alone. I'm just alone now for the last 2 weeks.
Hún býr ein hérna á sumrin, en það býr hérna nemi með henni, háskólanemi á veturna.
I have a young man that's going to school, and he stays with me,
Yeah.
you know. Well, there's somebody coming and going, you know, and all my life I used to have.
Yeah, it's better than being completely alone.
We had 2 boys and 2 girls, you know, and then we had,
Både med
I had young people that were staying here, going to college, my own going to high school and stuff, so I've always had a people, and I'm the oldest one
Yeah.
in my own family. We were 6 as we grew up.
Was Elaine the oldest or?
Wait a minute.
Noise trouble! Noise trouble! Too much noise!
Elaine was the oldest, or
No, Martha is the oldest. Elaine is my baby.
Oh, Elaine is the youngest?
Yep. And my oldest daughter is 68 years old.
Oh, only 68.
Yeah. And And then they're 10 years apart.
10 years apart.
Marty was the first one. And then the boys, my two boys were halfway between.
That's strange because most people get the kids on a 5, 6, 8 year period. They just get them on every year, you know.
And we were married for 5 years before. I was 29 years old before I had my first baby.
Oh,
So I don't know how many we could have had. Who knows?
yeah. Well, see, my mom, she had already had 5
Yeah.
and lost 1 at birth when she was 26.
Oh, I know. And now they're not getting married so young either. They're trying to get through college.
Yeah.
And they end up by getting in Japan, you can only have 1 child in Japan.
In China. China.
China.
Yeah. 1 kid.
I had listened to a man. There was a man on radio saying that they don't let the children. They actually kill them.
Yeah.
Because they're not right in the brain.
Oh,
We
finally.
do that too.
And we'll be having something in this country eventually too, I'm sure.
Law against childbirth? You want to have law against childbirth?
Huh?
You want to have a law that you can have more than, what, 2 children? Or?
Well, we'll have something all over the world, I'm sure.
But your century, you know, when you were young, they were having 10, 15 children.
Well, yes.
Now we have only 2.
Yeah, but now, look at the doctors she got. I think about it, how lucky we were that none of us broke any legs or done anything, because there wasn't even any doctors up there. With my brother and my sister died from diphtheria. I was only about a year old, and I had it too, but I was too tough to die, I guess. So then my mother had only 6 children to raise.
Shit.
The rest of us all grew up, though.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
We didn't have all what we have now, dentist or anything.
Having 10 or 15 children was very common back in the early 1900s.
Well, look how many we lost, too.
Yeah. We went to this place in Minnesota where there's cemeteries for Icelanders.
Yeah,
We see a lot of children lived a day or 2 or a week,
yeah.
year.
Well, one thing we didn't get off is too far apart from people. We didn't get what the neighbors had. But I had everything. I had everything except smallpox. I think my immune system is high now. I don't get colds.
Oh, you're lucky. We just stepped out of pneumonia about 3 weeks ago. The whole family.
All of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was a virus. We got in our lungs. We were just coughing water up our lungs, you know, for a week.
Did you have any dental help then?
Yeah, well, yeah, we had to have antibiotics to fight it off.
Yeah.
I was sick. I was dead sick for 3 days, you know. That was
10 days.
tough. Well, 10 days altogether. Lost work for a week.
Yeah.
You can imagine a week without a pay. Oi.
Well, do you have health insurance and stuff like that?
Yeah, national. It's a national thing. Everybody's in the same health
Over
service.
in Sweden,
Same thing.
they got over in Sweden, and they got about How long you been married?
We've been together for.
What do you mean married for 3?
Mamma,
Oh, we
mamma,
just didn't get
pabbi,
married.
hefur þú séð brenninetlu
Just
Yeah.
lately you got married?
Yeah. 3
um
years ago.
Móksle?
Well, I was wondering
Well-
if they had,
That's a common thing in
Hefur þú
Iceland.
brennt
it
þig?
is.
Oh yeah.
Some people never get married.
Pabbi, hefur þú brennt þig?
Yeah.
We have already had our children.
Hvað, brunnar það
Then we
brennt
got
þá?
married.
Pabbi,
You just had to make sure that we could stand each other. Just to make sure. What?
My husband and I were married for 56 years.
Är bruna sören ensam?
Nej, jag är färdig.
We weren't kids when we got married either.
Alls där.
Pappi, það var smuga hérna. Það var alveg geitungur.
Do you
Yeah.
have flowers like this growing up there?
In the summertime, we have.
Yeah, that's the way it is. I like your house better now than it was when it was green.
Oh,
Well, it used to be green.
pale
Oh,
green. And I like green.
oh, I like this color better.
It's gray. Well, the reason I picked that gray color because at my age, and you never know when you have to be selling the house or something, you better get a color that would go with anybody. And I figure gray is something that it isn't blue, it isn't green.
It's a nice color.
Oh, it's very nice.
That's,
Aluminum. Is that the green color that used to be on the house?
I suppose you can see someplace. Or is it at the ceiling or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it had those shingles on here, and after 50-some years, they kind of wear out. So there's a lot of stuff that should have been done to the house over the last 2 years, and it didn't get done. So now this is done.
Looks like brand new.
Yeah. But you know what? I don't know how they do it in your up there. We do that. But they'll send you a note from the state. Your taxes will be a certain amount more next year. Because they say it's valued more. They don't come. They can see the outside, but they don't come and look and see what's deteriorated in the house, you know. After a house gets so old, it deteriorates, you know. It costs more to have this done than what the place costs to start with.
Yeah.
But we had it, so we got raised. Or did we have a garden when you were around here or not? Maybe not.
You used to have animals, livestock back here. You had chickens and pigs.
I had what?
You had chickens and pigs in the yard and
Yeah.
farmed a little bit. Grew your own vegetables.
Yep. Canned stuff, and ate jam, and everything. It all helped. And now people are not doing that. They got flowers growing, and I've heard that they tell you that you could have tomatoes and you could have tomato plants right in with the flowers, and you could have strawberries in your flower garden. So they got a lot of nice branches, you know, leaves. So they're encouraging people to raise a little bit.
I really doubt that young people today know what they can eat. They don't know which plants are edible or what they can do with them. Like the rhubarb, for example.
Yeah.
We make rhubarb jam out of it, or rhubarb soups, and rhubarb this and rhubarb that, pies
Pie
and...
and everything.
Oh yeah.
And I don't use mine now, but I pull it and give it. I give some to my daughter.
We eat it raw with a little sugar on it.
Huh?
We eat it raw, the
Yeah.
sticks. Just
Yeah.
put it in a little sugar on front.
Yeah. And I think the neighbor kids have been doing that to mine too.
Mamma, það var læst.
Yeah, that's nice.
Þetta ekki bílið núna fyrir.
There are a lot of plants that you can eat. We have a thing in Iceland called doggy sour blade. Kind of small green leaves that grow from the ground.
Green what?
They're just little leaves growing on from the ground. There's a plant. You can eat the leaves. They're very good.
Do we have that here?
I have it in Iceland. I don't know if you have it here.
Well, every part of the world got to learn how to use what they've got, see?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of things that growing in the mountains that we use for tea and for
Yeah.
health purposes.
Yeah, you often wonder, how did people find out they could make tea and coffee
Sorry,
and,
var det någon som inte ser lika?
make wine and stuff out of
Ja,
wheat? You make use of all the stuff they grow.
jag vill sjá þau.
They just
Stort uppblad för att gemma och fara med hem.
they tried.
Yeah, they were desperate. They didn't have anything else.
Yeah.
is what-
Hva beit í
They
það?
had to try.
Einhverjum patta.
Oh,
This
this is the biggest green blade that we ever saw.
What?
This is the biggest leaf we have seen.
Það kom
Kind of a leaf or something.
I don't know, it's a maple leaf.
Hey,
Tell her
was
not
het
to go
blom-
pulling off leaves though.
No, I think she found it on
It
the
was
ground.
loose after Craig was cutting the grass. Yeah.
My tomato plant's got a flower on it, I think, so maybe I will get a tomato in it.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, this is nice. It's not too humid. It's just great.
Yeah.
I just love the sun.
Well, you can have too much sun and not
Oh yeah,
enough sun.
I've had sunstroke. I know how it is. I was in Spain once, 92.
Oh,
Got too hot. I burnt my feet. I was walking on the pavement.
Yeah.
And the blacktop, it burnt my feet through.
oh my
That
gosh.
was bad.
You could turn your chair now so your feet would be in the sun instead of your facing your head.
Hérna kom þegar.
Voru slítið þetta nokkuð?
Skal við ekki taka laufblöðin?
Where'd you get those?
Slítið þetta nokkuð? Var þetta laust?
Þetta var ekki list.
They found it lying on the ground. It's alright. Ekki slíta neitt laust.
There you are.
Stig.
Well, tell your grandma, Craig, that these are the biggest leaves they have seen, the kids.
Yeah, catalpa tree.
Yeah,
What is that, a catalpa tree?
Yep,
yeah.
that's why that one looks like it's not growing right to the end. That one.
So we have to
gets
put it in
these
newspapers when we get home and just to keep it, let it dry out and bring it home
Yeah.
to Iceland to show their friends.
Take it home and take a piece of paper and draw it on it.
Yeah, let it dry off.
The only way you could put it is between.
Craig,
Yeah.
I'm making a documentary with your grandma. It's been rolling for like 25 minutes now.
Yeah,
What?
he's making a film of you.
No, I don't know what he was trying to do.
Just making a little documentary.
Settu vatnið aftur tilbaka. Svo verður ekki heitt.
I'll send Craig a copy and he'll show it to you. Whatever you've been talking about and what
We've all
we've been
been
discussing.
talking
here, huh?
I don't know what they're
About old times. When there was raising pigs in the backyard and kids in the house. And had some chicken. And, yeah.
They do double jobs now. Look at the way you're working. Oh,
He works too much. He works too hard. He plays hard too. But he's your grandson. That's why he has your
he's my
blood.
grandson.
Yeah.
He's the oldest one.
Sen ekki gefið svona.
Grandchildren,
Nú
aren't
þarf
you?
ég ekki
No,
að kaupa
Cindy is.
blaðaeng.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. I
Cindy.
don't see enough of her, so I kind of forget about her. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hvað,
Cindy's
ætlaðu að kaupa
Margie's
blaðaeng fyrir hana? Nei.
Yeah.
Segir bara svona.
What would you say to the generation that's growing up, like these two young ones, about life? What can we tell them? How can we teach them to value things, not at their price value or just at their face value?
Oh, I don't know really how you answer.
Well, you got
I
97
think
years of experience.
Oh, yes.
Down there. If you
They're
want
taught,
water.
they're taught, aren't
No,
they?
I'm good.
That
I was just
they-
looking at the tomato plant I planted.
No, I was going to say they've been taught that they should treat everybody nice. And they shouldn't kill anybody, or they shouldn't steal. And those are the 10 Commandments. I think that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have that too, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the main
Never
thing.
tell a lie.
There is too many people now that have nothing to do with church at all.
No.
Craig
Just
is
being
ha- Craig is having fun going there with his son and his daughter. You learn something when they're learning something. We never get through learning.
Yeah.
That's why I'm back to school.
What are you
Catch up.
studying?
Studying to become a marketing manager.
A barkeeper?
Marketing. Man.
Marketing.
Well, we can call it a operations manager. Let things work.
Yeah.
When you start something, you have to operate things. Mechanically, financially, and humanly also, you know. People's relations. You don't only have to grease the machinery, you know. You have to grease the people too. Get them motivated.
Machinery is no good without people.
Yeah, and people are no good without machinery. So I combine that too. And those two won't get to your place to work for you if you don't have money. So you need to have finance. You have to have those 3 elements. It's just like putting out a fire. Fire needs 3 elements to live. It needs something to burn, it needs oxygen and heat. If you take one of those out, the fire dies. You should know that your husband was in the fire extinguishing for many years, right? So I was too. I worked on the fire extinguisher. I got a diploma in that.
Yeah?
Yeah, with the kitty fire extinguishers and
Okay.
BRK fire alarms,
Yeah.
detectors. Oh yeah.
Yeah, what I think about it goes way back when my husband was trying so hard to study. He's what do you call that now? Accountant? Yeah.
Accounting, yeah.
Accountant. He was doing it through the mail. There wasn't any place where you could go. But anyway, then he got a job. And my goodness, one of the guys was almost 9. And they just started some kind of little business, and the wife of one said they were going to try to run it. Those women, and it didn't last more about 3 weeks, decided that they would sell it. So my husband bought it, and from them, because he could do accounting. And when I think of it, he went to the bank out in Midway, borrowed $5,000 to pay for it, you know. We didn't have anything to prove, you know. They wouldn't loan it now without you having, you know what I mean?
You have to prove yourself now.
And then when you start working, like I said, you start working any kind of a little business, you gotta do the work of two before you can begin to have any help.
Yeah.
And when you'd be coming home at 9 o'clock at night and go to work and get there by to do it early in the morning.
Exactly.
But we got a lot of in our family. They're studying hard to
Pappa, moskitofluga där.
trying. When you think about it.
Ef hún ekki byrjar að stinga, hann tekur hann smá tíma að ákveða sig, þá getur hún losaði við hann. Þú voru að fatta það að hún sé ekki byrjar að stinga.
No, I was going to say, when you think about your family too, everybody that's working and working and working. Oh. We're lucky. We don't have anybody that's doing the wrong thing and ended up in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it somehow. Oh well, it's been nice talking to you again. I'm gonna meet you again before we leave.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bring the kids over again. I'll try to stay longer and maybe have some chow, have some barbecue or whatever. Maybe you would like some Icelandic dried fish. I should have brought some, but I left it at the house.
Yeah.
Let you
Yeah.
taste that. Have you ever had dried fish?
Fried fish?
Dried.
Right.
They make fun of the lutefisk that the Scandinavian people like to eat.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
It's not
They
like
have to start using it about Christmas time. So
Yeah.
people have the idea they're eating lutefisk because they're celebrating Christmas. That isn't it at all.
We
No,
were
it
just
isn't.
talking about lutefisk last night, weren't we?
Yeah, it smells
Because
bad.
the lakes were froze over about
Yeah,
that time.
that's
up
the
in Sweden.
only fish that you could conserve from the last
Yeah, they
summer.
did that. So they'd have something to eat over winter.
Yeah, exactly. Preserve the food. That's why it's sour. Yeah.
Because my mother even tried to do it. She put a bit fish, you know, and cut them open a certain way and put them between a couple of screens because I don't know if they got that many flies over in Sweden or not, but they got flies here, you know, they'd get into it if it's flying.
Yeah. Oh well.
They kind of make fun of the Swedes and Norwegians because they have fish, lutefisk for Christmas, and they don't have it. Just it didn't used to be that way.
Yeah.
Same with us in Iceland. We had to have a lot of things that was smoked.
Did you have dry fish there too?
Oh yeah, dried fish or lura fish
They
or
know how
whatever.
to retain it and take care of it and keep it so they can
Yeah.
have some bean.
Exactly.
in winter.
We put it in. You know what? When you make butter out of milk
Out of cream.
or out of cream, what comes out of it is like skim milk, but it's not skim milk. It's sour stuff. We call it misa. Misa. You can drink it, but you can also preserve food in it because it has some acid in it, so the food stays.
What is it? The buttermilk?
I don't know what you call it in Swedish, but we call it misa in Iceland. It's a byproduct of when you make
You
butter.
mean after you?
After you made the butter, it's kind of
Yeah,
watery
that's
stuff that
the,
comes off it.
And then,
Smells sourly.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called misa. And you put food in it, meat or whatever, black pudding. You put it in, and it stays fresh all winter in it.
Let's see, now I'm trying to remember what you call it. It's, what?
It will come to you.